And good evening. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, the home of the Neville Tigers, where your Pineville High School Rebels have made the nice little trip up Highway 165 to the downtown part, or I guess the Garden District of Monroe, and the beautiful Bill Ruppel Stadium here at historic Neville High School. Traditionally a 4A team for many years, has moved into the 5A classification and joined District 2 with a vengeance. Neville comes in at 5-0 tonight, along with two other District 2 5A teams that are 5-0, including the other team on I-20, Ruston, and then our Cross River rivals, the Alexandria Trojans. Each of these three 5-0 teams are playing other three non-5-0 teams in the District 2 5A, or the District 2 in our district tonight, and I'll show you that schedule in just a little bit. Well, we welcome you. This is Nathan Martin sitting up here in the guest press box, along with a guest co-host with me tonight, Coach Ernie Lott, historic Coach Ernie Lott. Thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate you joining the broadcast.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I don't know about the historic part, but I'm definitely old. So
that's a nice way of saying vintage, right?
Yeah, right.
So
antique.
Ernie Lott, part of the 446 family for years over at Ash, has joined us tonight. Doug Gann is not letting him be a traitor. It's just that he got hired to drive the bus, and we appreciate you joining us here tonight on this Pineville High School broadcast. Coach, you've coached. How many years have you coached high school football?
I did 33 years.
You sound like a sentence. I did 33 years.
The last 5 or 6 was a sentence.
Well, we appreciate you bringing your knowledge. I know that you have followed our Rebels a little bit this season. You're a little aware of some of the nips and tucks along the road, and we appreciate you being here and giving us some of your insights. Rebels, as all of our folks back home know, have come into this season with a brand new offensive coordinator and a brand new offensive package. I call it a NASCAR package. It's a speed offense, and it has worked well. Rebels have started this season the first time in several years that we're 3-2 with a winning a record coming into district play. And so we're excited to have Coach Lott here this evening as Neville Tigers make their way crashing through the Velcro replaceable banner so that they can use it again next week. But this is a very impressive team, Coach. As we were watching them warm up, they look like they have twice as many players as we do out there. It looked like a college team with 100 and some odd players out there warming up beforehand.
Right, and they've had a tradition of Neville and for as long as I can remember, even when I coached in Mississippi, you knew about Neville High School because they were always a powerhouse in North Louisiana football.
Well, that's we're here in historic Neville High School in the Garden District of Monroe. Beautiful homes on our way into the stadium here, and kind of a tight parking around here. It's homecoming for Neville tonight, and they will have lots of homecoming activities. They've actually already announced their queen and her court. Pineville had homecoming last week, and we announced our queen and court at the halftime, but Neville does it before the game. And so here in just a few moments, we're going to have the referees go out into the field and be joined by captains. It looks like tonight's captains for Pineville, at least who are lined up alongside Coach Bell, is going to be number 23, Aiden Tate. He's the young man who will probably be playing quarterback tonight, along with 62, Tyrene Richardson, checking also Ty Sanders, and then number 77, Elias Sellers. All four of these are seniors here tonight, and so they will make their way to the midfield and watch the coin toss. As they make their way down there, I want to give you the starting lineup. There are a couple of changes. We're going to start on the defensive side, though. Dylan Tatum, Gerald Roy, and Brady Baden are our defensive line. Brady Baden won the Express Pros. You had one job, lineman of the week this week, and had a great job. I really enjoyed interviewing him Wednesday night at the coaches show over at Quibidos. Linebackers tonight will be LaMarcus Thurs and Brennan Davis. I got late word on the way up here that Micah Roberts will not be playing tonight. He has a broken knuckle, I was told, and so he will not be playing tonight, and we'll be watching to see who comes in that spot, along with Murphy Poole, the other young man who is a linebacker. Defensive backs, Jacob Miranda, last week's player, or had the play of the game. Ty Sanders, we got a new name for him, the headhunter. TJ Edwards and Bryant Dearborn rounds out your defensive starters. What we're hearing from the referee is that Pineville did win the toss and defers. They will kick off, and Neville will receive, moving right to left in front of us. We'll go back over to our offensive side now. Your line, Elias Sellers, who was the Express Pros player 2 weeks ago. Kelby Clayton, Dayton Bass, the center, who calls all the plays or calls the snaps. Brady McCann and Cameron Perry, who won the the lineman 3 weeks ago. So some young men there getting some good reps. Zach Tranchina will be in at tight end. Matt Edwards, Landon Grimes starting at wide receiver. We notice right here, though, Hakeem Mix and Aiden Tate are both listed as running backs, but Carter Smith will not be playing tonight, our quarterback. So Aiden Tate will be taking the majority of the snaps in the quarterback position. Of course, Jocko Lee, our kicker, and that rounds up your Express Employment Professionals offense and defensive starters of the contest. We're about 5 minutes away from the kickoff. We're going to take a little time out here. And as they do the national anthem and prayer, we will make sure we come back in the right time for the rest of the contest. Thanks for watching the Rebels here on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Closing strains of the national anthem by the Neville High Marching Band, and we slept away because they were doing just a moment of silence, not a prayer, and we didn't want to be disrespectful to the moment of silence, being talking through that, as you see the referees having their own moment of observation and prayer before the kickoff of the game. We're about 2.5 minutes away from the kickoff. Ty Sanders will be on the field, picked up a new name this week. I was talking to his dad and really enjoyed the chat with his dad, and he called him the headhunter. And I loved that name because when he's playing in that defensive backfield, that's exactly what you'll see him doing. I think I had the numbers wrong, Coach. I said that the Rebels deferred and were going to kick, but obviously they're going to have the receiving team out there. So thank you for not correcting me and making me feel like an idiot there.
Well, actually, I did see it, but then I thought, well, maybe I didn't see what I thought I saw. So I went in.
I appreciate it. Coach Ernie Lott's here with me this evening, going to help provide some insights into what he sees both defensively and offensively. And, Coach, for me personally, what a great joy it's been to see this young man, Landon Grimes, get the player of the game last week. He only had 2 receptions, but both of them were for touchdowns, one over 20 yards and one over 50 yards. And he has been such a great leader this year, and look forward to seeing what he can do tonight against this very impressive Neville defense. They've set the clock at 12 minutes, and so they didn't run it down all the way as the times were up. They've got a very impressive Jumbotron here on my right. That would be, I guess, I don't know if that's the north end. I think it's the north end of the field here, as we would be on the west side. Well, we're on the east side. I'm looking at the west of the sunset off in the distance, and you can kind of see it on our wide shot that the sun is setting off there to the west. And so I don't know what the holdup is. The referees have held them up. We're actually at 6:59. I don't know if they're waiting for 7 minutes exactly. While they're doing that, I'll just kind of refresh you on the schedule the Rebels have played this year. Opened up at home against the Yellow Jackets of New Iberia, and then the second game with the Avoyelles Mustangs ended up being 1-1, splitting that series. And then heading away, defeated the Tioga Indians for the first time in 6 years, and then lost to the Wampus Cats in Leesville. Winning homecoming last week against the Red River Bulldogs. That brings the Rebels into tonight's contest 3-2. Rebels back to receive. And again, the headhunter, number 5, Ty Sanders, and number 6, Kelmarian Phillips, both back to receive. Kelmarian sure-handed and a great runner and returner as well.
You were talking about the Pineville Rebels. I'd had a chance to see them a little earlier in the year, and I was impressed with the offensive change. Like you say, they're playing kind of the speed-up game, and it's really helped their offense as far as scoring and putting people in a bind.
It'll be interesting to see how the adjustments are made this week with Carter Smith sidelined due to a concussion last week, and had what a great game that he had and great season, but had the big hit in the end zone last week, and he also had a little bit of, got an onside kick to start it. It was touched before it went 10 yards. I don't know if they saw it, but the Rebels do recover at the midfield. So a great job of the Rebels recovering and not letting – we gave up an onside kick earlier this season to start the game. So the Rebels quickly recovering and will take over at their own 50.
That was a good heads up on their part, because that would have been a good turnaround for Neville to have it on the 50-yard line.
Well, I really thought Neville touched it before it made 10 yards, but no call. All right, Tate in the shotgun, moves Zach over to the side. He's going to run himself on the Wildcat around the right-hand side around Cameron Perry. He's going to pick up 6, maybe 7. They'll give him 6 yards on the pickup, and we're not, we will not have any problem seeing the down marker. It's a digital down marker, as you can see it on your screen. It's 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Picked up about 6.
Hakeem Mix in the backfield with Tate. They bring into motion Matt Edwards, and now they're going to run it again. They're on the same side. They're going to pick up the first down plus more, and what a big run for Aiden Tate, who will pick up about 14 yards.
Nice run. He was finally brought down by number 46, Jacoby Collins.
Gina, get on the carry. Good enough for a first down.
So a first down for the Rebels is the way to get this started. Bringing, again, Edwards in motion to the right-hand side. Keeping it himself. Aiden Tate straight ahead, just bulldogging. Right tie. Instead of going outside tackle, he went outside. He went inside the guard. And I'm not sure if you call that the A gap or what you call that, but he picked up 6 more yards.
Yeah, between the A and B gap. Nice run.
Again, looking near side. 2 receivers split out to the left. Tight ends on the right-hand side. They bring Edwards again over to the right-hand side. Slow snap. It's going to be running to the right-hand side, close to, if not getting the first down. So this drive has been all Aiden. And I think he's close. I think he got about 2 yards, maybe 3. Nope, they're going to say he just got 1. So 3rd and 3 coming up. I thought he picked up a couple more than that. 3rd and 3, as the Neville scoreboard says, get loud. Hakeem yet to touch the ball, number 1 in the backfield. Edwards in motion again to the right, stops and sets. Tate with it. He's going to drive ahead, and he will get the first down.
It's kind of a strange alignment by Neville. They got the big guys all on the down lineman on the what would be the Rebels' left-hand side, and only 2 guys on the right-hand side and the linebacker. So I'm not sure what kind of defense they got, but apparently they saw something on film. The Rebels did.
Takes a big coach, experienced coach, to make that kind of notation. Thank you, Coach Lott. 1st and 10 for the Rebels from the 23-yard line. Now bringing in motion from the far left-hand side. Phillips, and now keeping it again. Tate, who picked up 400 yards and set the Pineville record a couple of weeks ago, picks up 6 more. And it's been all Tate all the time here on this particular drive. Give him 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Give him 8. I like the way they just kept on walking. And we have a timeout.
Got to make some adjustments here. Well, you know, when you got a thoroughbred back there, you ride him till he drops, I guess.
Well, you know, isn't that the idea? If it's working, don't do something else.
That's right.
I love what I'm seeing here. You know, the Rebels, when I talked to them Wednesday night, you come in, you're a 3-2 team. You're going against a 5-0 team who's ranked number 6 in the state. You know you're an underdog. But these kids had no doubt that they were capable of coming out and performing tonight in the coaches' show Wednesday night, and I love that confidence.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing that it's not just his running, but the offensive line is doing a good job coming off the ball and putting a hat on a hat. And like I say, he's making 3 and 4 and 5 yards at a pop, and that goes a long way as far as offensive blocking too.
Well, Coach, you may have to help me out, figure out who the lineman of the game is. We pick, it can be offense or defense, whoever has the big game. Cameron Perry got the nod a couple of weeks ago. Last week, Elias Sellers, both of those offensive linemen. So here we go again. They got to jump, and I think they got them to jump.
Sure did. I saw that Neville did make an adjustment that time. They moved the nose guard over a little bit over.
Looks like 59 is the nose guard that brought more to the center.
Right.
Interesting on that, what Pineville does is Dylan Bass, the center, is actually the one who snaps the ball when he's ready. Doesn't matter what the quarterback does. So everybody's keeping their eye on Dylan Bass, the center, and quarterback sometimes can fake them out with a hut.
Yeah, they've gone to more of a 4-3 look here now. Uh-oh.
Ball was low. Aiden picks it up and gets stopped trying to get around the left-hand side. He was going into the center of the line, then bumped it out. He'll be stopped for no gain.
That was Robert Graves, number 3rd. He was a safety up on the tackle that time. It is for Neville.
No gain.
They're calling Tranchina. That isn't Tranchina that's running the ball. That's
Robert Graves.
That's Aiden Tate running the ball. So I think they have a wrong roster or something over there for the PA announcer. Edwards in motion to the right, stacked up there, back to pass. Tate's looking into the end zone, and he's going to try to throw it. It's just going to be short-armed low. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Mix out of the backfield. It's going to be, the first pass will be incomplete for Aiden Tate.
It'll be 3rd and goal, so need a big play here.
From the 10. Got to look into the end zone. Jocko Lee, the kicker, very reliable at this distance, but we sure would like to come away with 7, not with 6, not with 3. Tate looking into the infield. He's got somebody back there. Touchdown, Rebels. Boom, baby, boom. And the pass was into Jackson, I believe, but he was hit hard. I don't know if you would call that a defenseless player or not, Coach.
Well, I think it should be targeted because they hit him dead in the head. And
I don't know if I'll have an instant replay on that or not. No, Rebels. I did not get enough of that, but That might be Rachel on the ground. I couldn't tell if that was 13 or 15. Both of those are excellent wide receivers for the Rebels. Justin Rachel, sure-handed. I'm trying to catch the replay on the screen, and oh my goodness, that does look like helmet leading targeting. No flag.
He hit him dead in the chin. I mean, like I say, if they're not targeting in high school, I don't know why not. Now, that was a definite case of it. And even from my distance up here, I would say it was.
Even with those old eyes, huh, Coach? Well, we'll tell you what, we don't want to pay too. We're going to give a little reference and respect, let them tend to the player on the ground. Oh, he's up on his feet. Well, check him out.
Is that 12?
I can't 13? See if that's 15 or 13. Landon, tell me. What do you see? Is that 13 or 15?
Let's see. 13 looks like. My eyes aren't very good.
Mine aren't either, and just from this angle.
Looks like 15.
Well.
Yeah, it's kind of wrinkled up there.
Okay, there it is.
15.
Yeah. So that is Justin Rachel, who walks off under his own power. But touchdown for the Rebels.
Neville was called.
Oh, they are giving them personal foul. You hear that, Coach?
Yeah, they should be in an ejection.
Ball now sits at the Tiger 5-yard.
Not to disrespect the Monroe Association, but it's tough to win in Monroe.
And the referee is making a signal.
He's telling, I think number 5 should be kicked out of the game.
That would be a huge play right there.
Let me see. Number 5 for them is Cameron Riley, cornerback, senior. Are they called a penalty and replaying the down, maybe? I'm not sure what's happening here.
Or are we going for 2? We're going for 2.
Oh, okay.
Aiden Tate keeps it around the right-hand side. He's going to cut back inside for 2. Boom, baby, boom. 2 more points for the Rebels.
Nice run. And kept his balance and tiptoed in through the end zone. Or pirouetted, I guess would be the comment.
Well, what a great way to open the game against.
Need a holder out here. There we go.
So now wait a minute. Oh, are they saying that the pass was incomplete?
And they penalized them for the hit, and then that gave them another down.
Well, Coach, thank you for being here and correcting me. I was going to say we give us 2 touchdowns. Kick is up. Jocko Lee. Sorry about the whole missed call there, folks. But 7-0, the Rebels lead. We'll take it into the timeout. You're listening to Rebel Radio on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Lee spots the ball.
Jocko Lee will kick it from only a 2-step back, and just like that, knocked out of bounds, or stepping out of bounds, was number 7 for the Tigers. He caught the ball, Jaden Reed, and just stepped out of bounds as the ball. He almost could have let the ball go out of bounds on the kick.
Right, and he would have gained maybe. I think they'd spotted at the 35.
Yes, sir. So instead, they'll have it at the 28.
27-yard line.
All right, 27. I'll take that correction. 7:58 to go in the first quarter. Rebels lead 7-0 after starting out that drive there at the 50-yard line if the onside kick failed. was recovered by the Rebels, and now Neville bringing their high-octane offense onto the field.
Actually in a spread formation. Uh-oh, little scat back. Try to catch his number.
I know that Tyler Knoll was in on the stop, number 22. A lineman got back there as well, but he did pick up 9 yards.
Yeah, that's Tedashia and Lemons.
Passing it to number 2. He's going to get it around the 43, trying to juke and jive, and he'll bring it up to the 47.
It's number 9 for the Rebels on the tackle.
So first down for
Keith Young.
Yes, sir. First down for Neville, and they're running kind of a hurry up. That could make for a long night, y'all. I need more sheets. Bible jumped.
And that's 5 on the Rebels.
Yeah, and we'll make a quick substitution and a little coaching up opportunity there for the Rebels as they'll be 1st and 5.
At their own 47.
This might be a track meet at the rate we're going here, huh?
It really could be. I mean, the Rebels started at the 50, marched down, took about 5 minutes off the clock. Now Neville with the ball. They're across midfield, looking downfield. He's got a man open around the 45 to the 40 to the 30. Looks like he's going to be knocked out around the 25. They'll get him down to the 26.
That was Javari Lockhart. He had pretty good wheels there. He had some speed.
He was pretty open too, so
yeah.
Defense couldn't get over there fast enough. Calling for the ball, quarterback steps ahead, handoff, straight ahead drive. It's going to be down for about a 4-yard pickup. So a run for 9 yards, a pass for 10, a pass for 20, and a run for 4. That's the drive so far for Neville, which started back at their own 27.
Rushes the ball down,
pushing on the red zone at the 21-yard line. So a toss over to the left-hand side, and he's going to be hit quickly. Short gain.
Nice job reaction by the Rebels that time.
Couple of Rebels combined on that one for just the short gain.
Lemons again for 2 yards.
3rd and 4 coming up. Rebels jump again. Oh, that's the second time, and we're going to give them the first down.
I don't think he penetrated the neutral zone, but
side judge near side.
Apparently said he did.
Before the snap, 5 yard.
The worst part is that results in a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 15.
15. 1st and 10.
And off to number 0 on the right-hand side. He's going to be hit at the line and pick up about 5 yards down to the 10-yard line.
Looks like I can't catch the number.
That was number 0 that ran the ball.
Big guy coming out right now is the one that made the tackle. I can't see his number.
Okay, 89 maybe?
Yeah, looks like 89.
Gerald Roy. All right, 2nd and 5. Going to hand off again to Tadashi, and he's going to bounce around and get knocked down for a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 2-yard gain. 3rd and 3 coming up from the 7. They need to get down to the 4-yard line for the first down. Same play. Lemons is going to get hit at the line. A couple of Rebels hosted, but I think they're going to be just shy of the first down. So 4th and 1 coming up at the 5. Calling for it, giving it once again to Lemons. Lemons is in past the first down and close to the, he got a touchdown. So a 5-yard touchdown run for the Neville Tigers. Lemons picks up the touchdown and brings the Tigers within 1, 7-6, pending the PAT where they line up in that swinging gate formation.
Yeah, you still got to prepare for it because you never know when they're going to actually run it.
It only has to work once to give you a headache. Now back into the regular rotation, the traditional. There's the snap. Ball is up, and he splits the uprights.
That's a tie ball game.
7-all the score right here in Monroe, the home of the Neville Tigers. Their homecoming. Rebels won't upset the homecoming activities, but we're tied. We'll be back. You're listening to Rebel Radio on 446 Sports.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
Well, if the Rebels could make a wall up that left side over there.
They tried the onside last time. This time they do not. They're going to come.
Kick it out of bounds. Let it go.
It was close. Picked it at the 3-yard line. Now up the middle is going to be breaking a tackle. Getting out to the 25 is number 6 for the Rebels, Kamarian Phillips, who will start the Rebels at their own 25-yard line after a nice 22-yard return.
Looked like number 30, Dylan Bryce, was on the tackle that time.
About the 3-yard line.
4:54 to go in the first quarter. It's been 2 really nice drives, one for each team. Rebels scored first, took over after recovering the onside kick at the midfield at the 50-yard line, and then drove down, punched it in on a 2-yard dive, and then got the PAT. Neville started their 73-yard drive. Now we're all tied up 7-all.
Neville's gone to a 5-3 look here with 3 down linemen, two up.
Slow snap. Tate picks it up. He's going to go around the left-hand side. He's got moved to the 30. He's got some room out to the 32. They'll say at the 31.
That was a nice run.
He just sidestepped kind of like the end that came in and got around him for 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, well, Neville's starting to commit more people to the line of scrimmage. Before they only had 4 down linemen. Now they're going with, actually 5 on the line of scrimmage.
That might open up some little stuff in the midfield there. One receiver split out wide. Handoff to Hakeem Mix straight ahead. Hakeem picks up another 1.5. We'll give him 2. It'll be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.5. So big 3rd down coming up here. Rebels now 2 receivers out to the left-hand side. Got a tight end on the right. Got an up back and a little scat back. Hakeem Mix lined up to the right of Aiden Tate. 3:47 in the first quarter. Now looking for an audible from the sideline, being called in. Everybody gets it, checks it. He does bring Edwards in motion to the right-hand side. Calling for the ball. He's going to keep it himself, cutting him back inside, trying to get a first down. We have a flag. It's probably going to be a hold from that position. Yeah. He only got 1, but I think they're going to call that back. If you're Neville, do you decline it, make them have 4th and 2 and punt? Or do you make them go back 10 from there and give them 3rd and 13?
Yeah, that's
Is that your kind of call you like, Coach?
Yeah,
do you want 3rd and 13 or 4th and 3?
I think I'd decline the penalty right now. It'd be a kind of iffy for the Rebels to go for it here, but
they're going to mark it off. Nope, they did decline. All right, so 4th and 3, and the Rebels line up as if they're going for it.
Maybe they can draw them offside. No.
Yeah, here comes the punting team.
Yeah, that would have been pretty tough if they didn't make it and give Neville the ball on about the 30-something yard line. So might be a wise choice right here.
Riley back to receive for the Tigers. Rebels have been pretty consistent on the punting game this season.
We'll have a good roll.
He got the wrong bounce the wrong way. Now it rolls.
Hit him on the foot.
Wouldn't that be great? It's going to go down to the 40-yard line.
It looked like Neville had made a little adjustment that time. They'd moved more people to the strong side of the Pineville formation and try to cut down because last series, probably run to the right side probably 80% of the time. So
you saw it, they adjusted, and Rebels have a 3 and out after 3 run attempts and a hold that they didn't get called against them. Neville takes over at their 39. Low snap, picks it up, gets it out to number 5, who tries to split a couple of defenders. He'll be down close to the first down, I think just maybe right there.
Robinson completes a quick one.
They're going to give him 9 yards on the game.
No, that's so close.
Boy, that's what I started to say. And now Neville slows it down just a bit to get the call in from the right side, and we have a whistle. Okay. Referee wanted to make sure the 10s were the markers were in the right spot. 1st and 10 from the 49. Bringing in the outside guy. They're going to look towards his direction. Bryant Dearborn quickly on the stop, but it's going to be close to a first down again.
Nice curl route there by Vaughn for Neville Tigers. Picked up about, like I say, in the first down again.
2 first downs back-to-back, perfectly thrown 10-yard balls. That one may have been a 9-yard pass with 1 yard after catch. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, because from where the ball was spotted a while ago, it ain't quite 9-10 yards,
Right.
no look to me.
1st and 10, quarterback back from the shotgun, looking downfield, got a man at the 10. He looks back for it and cannot.
Say he caught it, I believe.
Did they give him?
I don't know if he scored or not, but he spotted at the 1, or did he score? Yeah, they spotted the ball at the 3, so apparently he scored.
Well, the hands, I thought the hands went up, but there was some background.
Parker's 40-yard pass. Complete.
40-yard pass is the call there. And
touchdown, Neville.
Neville's go up 13-7, pending the PAT. Snap is back, ball is up, kick is good. It's 14-7.
Kick is up and good.
We'll be right back with more Rebel Radio streaming on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Welcome back to Neville High School in Monroe, Louisiana. After scoring, Neville kicks it off deep again and almost out of bounds, but brought in by Kilmarian Phillips. He's going to run up the sideline. He makes it past the first wave. He's got another man. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, it was kind of a late whistle.
Wasn't it, though?
I mean, it waited till he got to the 40-yard line before they blew the whistle.
So Rebels will take over at their own 23 with 1:30 to go in the first quarter, trailing 14-7.
I'd like to see that one on replay.
Let's see if they'll put it on the big screen for us.
Apparently he stepped out of bounds.
Apparently.
Yeah.
We all agree with the referee, apparently. Not the referee, the announcer. They will not show the replay. All right, 1st and 10 for the Rebels from the 23. Bringing into motion from the left-hand side. That's Landon Grimes. He's going to come now spread out wide to the right. Sure-handed receiver. Snap gets back. He's looking for Grimes. He's going to throw it to Grimes, and it's going to be picked off by number 5, who stepped in front of the ball, was slightly behind, and an interception gives Neville the ball deep in the Rebel territory.
That was Cameron Riley for Neville. He did a nice job of catching it in his hands, and that's unusual for a defensive back to have a set of hands, because usually that's the reason they're on defense, because they can't catch.
Well, so they'll take over. Will Neville at the 22-yard line of the Rebels with 1:23. That only took 7 seconds off the clock.
And that puts your defense in a bind, because they just come off the field and having to go right back out on defense again.
Neville football, 1st and 10 from the Pineville.
1st and 10 for Neville. Handoff straight ahead. Number 4 is going to juke and jive, spin, and he's still on his feet. Brought down after a decent little gain by about 3 different Rebels.
He's not a real big back. They list him at 150, but he's one of those scat backs kind of guys.
Jamarian Roberson is the runner there. In the backfield with Greg Smith. I'm sorry, Parker Robinson, the quarterback. 6'3".
Picked up 6.
Big, tall quarterback. Steps up, hands it off again to Roberson. He's going to move on the left-hand side. He's going to be pursued. He's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown.
Got caught inside that time and just got outrun to the corner.
Roberson.
I wonder if the Roberson is that Robinson or Roberson?
Well, I heard him say Roberson just there. It's
I thought it might have been the Duck Commander function.
Well, the Neville Tigers are trying to exert some dominance. Rebels scored first. Neville now with 3 unanswered scores. That little drive didn't take hardly any time off the clock. Snap, kick, another point. 7-21.
44 seconds left in the first quarter.
We'll be right back right after this. Neville makes their way back onto the field for the 3rd kickoff in a row after scoring 3 times in a row. They've scored on each of their possessions, including their opening possession after Pineville scored, then scored after forcing a 3 and out, then scored after an interception. So Neville putting on a show both sides, although the Rebels have a lot of resilience. I love how they won't fold. They're going to come back and play it hard. So 21-7. They kicked a onside attempt to open the game. They'll go deep this time again over to Kelmarian. He's going to take it at the 3, crossing the 10, 15. He's going to be at the 20 and get hit hard at the 24.
That was a slobber knocker lick there. And he put it on the guy too.
Both of them will feel that one in the morning.
Right, number 46 for Neville. Kamar, what was his name, the running back?
Kamarian Phillips.
Kamarian Phillips. They both. That was a good lick by both of them.
Well, they said Ty Sanders on that one. I thought that was Kelmarian. But
yeah, it's 46.
1st and 10 Rebels.
All right, 38 seconds to go. Rebels at their own 24-yard line. Bring Edwards in motion near side. Aiden Tate calls for the ball. He's going to run straight ahead, trying to get behind the block, and he will pick up about 6, maybe. I think he'll get about 6 yards on that one. Aiden Tate will be looking forward to getting his numbers at the quarter from Jordan Meisner, who keeps all the great stats for the Rebels. Don't doubt Jordan.
Neville's front 4 are some big dudes and look like 260,
Look at that.
285 numbers. And the 0 I know is 260, I think. 250.
And they're going to run down the end of the quarter. So that will be the end of the first quarter. Your end of first quarter score, 21-7. Neville up by 2 scores. Rebel was with the ball. And we'll be back with more Pineville Rebel football, 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second quarter of this year's
It's the second quarter, the start of the second quarter here in Monroe, where your Rebels are trailing 21-7. Scoreboard updated just like that, and but the Rebels have the ball. Picked up 6 yards on that first run of their possession here, and they'll start the second quarter with 2nd and 4 from the 30-yard line. Edwards will now swing out wide. Low snap straight ahead, going to be hit in the backfield. Tate stays on his feet somehow, avoids 2 tacklers, and gets up close to the first down marker, maybe a yard short, but Tate miraculously survived the onslaught of Neville's rushers. 3-yard gain for Aiden Tate. 3rd and 1. Quickly in the stance. Tate calls for the ball and then looks side for the play.
3rd and 2.
Garrett Jackson near side, and Edwards in motion over to the right. It's going to be a straight ahead dive, trying to pick up the first down, and he'll get it. Nice job by Aiden Tate, picking up 3 yards, needed 1.
Neville had 7 men on the line of scrimmage at the time, but he still managed to pick up the first.
Well, hats off to that offensive line and to Aiden for not giving up. So you got Jackson near side, Kilmari and Phillips in the slot, Edwards on the left tight end location.
From their own 36.
Kind of more of an up halfback in the backfield mix with Tate. Tate calls for the ball. He'll hand off to Mix. Mix cuts through the middle and is clotheslined at the 40.
If he hadn't got that arm out there, I believe he would have been off to the races.
He had sliced through. We love seeing him do that proverbial knife through butter. Hakeem with a nice little 4-yard pickup. Edwards now scoots out to the right. Aiden Tate's going to keep it. He hits the line, bounces around to the left, and he just finds the seam, it seems like. He's got some good intelligence about him.
Managed to pick up 2 or 3 more yards and make it a manageable 3rd down.
3rd and 3 coming up for the Rebels. 10-12 to go in the second quarter. Neville calling for their fans to get loud here at homecoming. The Rebels look now near side for the new call. Same formation. Now putting Edwards in motion over to the right side. Tate now runs behind Edwards. He's going to try to cut inside. He's going to bounce it to the outside, and he's off to the races across the 50, brought down out of bounds around the 45 or the 46. So a nice little 11-yard scamper for Aiden Tate, getting the Rebel first down.
Nice blocking on the end of the line of scrimmage that time in order for him to get around the corner.
Well, they brought Edwards in motion, then set him on the right-hand side, and that helps spin him out, swing him out. 1st and 10 for the Rebels from the Neville 46-yard line. 9:44, and his clock did stop going out of bounds. He's got the near side, Kilmari and Phillips, who's going to split a defender and get across the 40 into the 39-yard line. So a decent little pass there.
Yeah, Neville defender was giving him a lot of room, and they were able to complete that short little out route, or quick pass rather. Picked up almost 8.
I'm sure there was some communication about look how far away he is. Now they come up on him.
Right.
I'm not sure why that wasn't a false start.
Yeah, well, I guess he could shift, but good thing he wasn't on the line.
Edwards in motion over to the right. Aiden straight ahead. He's going to go right behind his center, and he'll pick up the first down, a 4-yard run for Aiden.
Yeah, made it look like the last play where he ran around the outside that time, and they were kind of sliding to the outside, and he cut it back underneath, and it was a nice run.
Yeah, you think about that. The Rebels have not given up, and they're not surrendering. Decent little drive that started back at the 24-yard line is now at the Tigers' 30.
Well, I think that's the difference. This team, from what I've seen in the past, these guys believe that they can do it, and the effort's still there, even though, fumble.
I guess we bragged a little too soon.
No.
So a little 5-yard run ends up in a fumble. Hakeem Mix had the ball and then had it stripped. And I was just about to say, he's going to bust one. You watch this young guy because he can get through the line. He's small, and it's like he's so hard to bring down. But unfortunately, he does turn the ball over. So Neville stops the Rebel drive at their own 31-yard line. 8:40 to go. Rebels back on defense.
Come on, you got to watch the ball. That's a cardinal sin right there, and he's on the ball.
Yeah, he's out of the field now.
He got fired for the moment anyway.
For that moment. He'll be back in there, but that's the third offsides in the first half that I've seen against the Rebel defense. I think they're just anticipating. They know they've got to get a move on. They know they've got to get penetration.
Right.
Handoff straight ahead. Number 4 is going to be brought down after a very short gain.
Nice stop by the Rebels that time.
2nd and 4 coming up. You got to like that defensive stop, though, after only giving up 1 yard on that run. Clock continues to roll, 8:30 to go in the first half. Quarterback's looking downfield. He's got a man. He just could not hold on to it. Number 1, the wide receiver, Caleb Vaughn. He was juggling the ball and just couldn't run into it. Thankfully, the defender saw that he didn't have it and didn't pop him. That could have been targeting the other way. You might recall earlier in the contest, number 5, Cameron Riley, was ejected for a targeting call in the end zone. 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to pass. He's got his short man, number 4.
Neville first down.
8:05 and counting as the clock continues to roll. Robinson moves the back over. Same guy goes to number 4 again. He stops and jukes, but he's going to step out of bounds at around the 45. So a 2-yard pass for Neville.
I was trying to look up some scores here, but they got everybody but our area.
Sadler's scrolling scoreboard across the bottom of the screen should have some scores for us shortly. Hopefully those will be updated for us.
Gina's up on Marksville right now, 8-7 in the second quarter. Northwood Lena Montgomery, 16-8 Montgomery.
Pass again over to the left-hand side. Number 2 is going to step out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Going to be just a little short of the first down, I believe. Iowa Yellow Jackets up on the Wampus Cats, 28-6. That's a surprise.
Wow.
Iowa's always been tough, boy. That's some rice-fed boys down there.
3rd and 1 coming up.
Big down right here.
Handoff straight ahead. He's trying to bounce it outside. He's going to get the first down.
They had him in the backfield, but he managed to squeeze across for a first.
Keeping the clock rolling at 7:38 and counting. Neville Tigers now bring 3 to the bottom, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. And then they stop and look far side for an audible call. 20 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. We've been seeing a lot of fast action for both teams here tonight. 21-7, back to pass, looking downfield. Going to keep it himself and going to scramble. Thinks about going down, faked the slide, stayed on his feet, and picked up 10 yards.
That's a big old quarterback there, boy.
6'3", 185 pounds?
He looks bigger than that.
Looked like a tight end at this level.
Pulls it down.
He faked that slide and then picked up a few more. So first and 10 from the 15. Clock rolling at 6:56 to go in the first half. He hands it off to number 4. He's got a big hole, and then the hole is collapsed by Jacob Miranda, who comes in from that safety spot and only gives up a couple. Nice job of Jacob getting over there to stop for a short gain.
First quarter score, according to this, is Tauga and Wassman at 7-7.
Whew. When we're not playing them, we're for them. So go Tioga.
Yeah, there you go.
Same with Alexandria Ash playing West Monroe.
Trying to see what that score is, but can't find it.
Back to pass, looking downfield. Little screen is going to open up, and they've got a big wall in front of them. Breaking through the screen, though, looked like I think that was Brennan Davis who got in there and cut through, but it still ends up being a first down. So first and 10 from the 15. Neville showing their prowess. Hand off to number 4. He's going to be hit at the line and brought down. No gain. The head.
Nice tackle there.
LaMarcus Thurs. I started to say the headhunter, that number 5, but LaMarcus Thurs, who's had some big games this year, gets another big stop right there. This senior demonstrating the leadership. No gain. Clock at 5:30 in the second quarter. Rebels trail, but not Neville knocking on the door again. Back to pass, rolling around to his right, looking into the end zone, finding somebody. Knocked away at the last second on a dive by Bryant Dearborn, who was there for the denial.
That was a nice knockdown. He just came out of nowhere on that one.
He did, too. He was parallel to the ground. Great job by Bryant Dearborn. Number 16. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Do it again. You got Roberson in the backfield with Robinson.
See if the Pineville drops the linebackers. Yep.
There's going to be a little screen off to the side, and 3 Pineville Rebels combined for the stop. And the receiver a little slow to get up.
Just got a little update from Mark Mertens. Sent us a score from West Monroe and Ash. It's 14-7 Ash at second quarter.
Pass complete to Vaughn.
No gain. Going for it on 4th and 10. They'll give him half a yard, so 4th and 9. They'll be looking. They can get a first down inside the 5. Can Neville, defense of the Rebels, would love to get the stop right here.
Looks like the Rebels going to play coverage here and not bring anybody, just 4-man rush. Yep.
Falling back. They've got downfield. It's going to be caught short of the first down.
And he fumbled it out of bounds, I believe.
Oh, incomplete.
And the Rebels take over. Nice job by the defense right there.
How about some love for your Rebel defense who makes the turnover on downs? Rebels will take over with 4:26 to go at their own 15-yard line.
Need the offense to control the ball right here and get a score at the same time, run the clock out, I think.
The last drive was beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plays until the fumble. So let's do it, but let's bring it all the way down for the score. 4:26 to go in the half. Handoff straight ahead to Hakeem Mix, and I like that. The young man who had the fumble, the quarterback and the coach say, "We trust you." They give him the ball again. Short gain. Only gets 1, but I like the fact that they trust him and go right back to him with the next play.
Looks like Neville's staying in a 4-man front, and they're dropping the linebackers out a little bit more of this, expecting the Rebels to throw the ball here.
Phillips goes in motion the right side now in the slot. Back to pass now, looking downfield. He's got a man. He's going to have to come back to it, and he cannot. It was out of bounds. The intended target was Matt Edwards, who was lined up on the outside. Edwards will now stay on the sideline as that hurry up. Nice to see Justin Rachel back in, number 15, who took that big hit in the end zone, and he's back on the field. He was down. No, now he's going to check out. No, he is. He's going to stay in on the outside. Phillips in the slot, far side, Landon Grimes, one-on-one. Not much protection. If Landon gets his feet underneath him, look out. Oh, it's going to be a toss sweep. Number 6 going around the outside. Kelmarian Phillips got tripped up. Oh.
He was one step away from being gone. Shoestring tackle there by the Neville Tiger on him, or he would have been gone.
I really like that play to Kelmarian. Brought him in motion. Tossed it to him.
A little hurry up here.
Out to the 28.
Trying to catch Neville before they get their defensive signal call. Unfortunately, they only picked up about a yard there.
Short gain for the Rebels. 3:24 to go in the half. Trailing 21-7, but what a huge momentum swing it would be to go down and score. 2nd and 9. Rebels looking. Justin Rachel at the bottom of the screen. Outside the view of the screen. Got Kelmarian there in the slot. Far side, Landon Grimes. Zach Tranchina goes to the block on the right-hand side. Now they're going to bring it. Oh, short hopped it over to Kelmarian. The defender was playing back, and the ball been where it need.
Yeah, I think you're right. The defensive back was way off the ball then. If he could have got him the ball, he would have been in open field with a chance to run.
3rd and 9, big play here. Look how much room they've got on 6 there in the slot. Now they bring a defender over on him. Justin Rachel at the bottom. He's looking. He's got Kelmarian in the slot. He's going to be to the midfield.
Nice pass, nice catch right there.
And tell me Aiden Tate, who started the year as a running back, doesn't have a little arm on him. 21-yard strike and a first down for the Rebels to continue. Hand off to Mix. Mix is going to be slicing through, and he'll pick up at least 5.
Keep it going here. They got them in a hurry up. Their defense is not getting the play called in time, and they still scrambling around.
2:35 to go in the half. Hand off again to Mix. Mix is going to slice through. He's into the 30. He's down to the 20. He angles to the right. He's caught from behind at the 7-yard line, but Hakeem Mix, I'm telling you, he can bust it through, and the Rebels are inside the red zone, inside the 10, 1st and goal.
They got Neville back on their heels right here.
They put him down at the 9. Handoff again to Mix. Mix evades one.
Oh, if he'd cut to the outside, he kind of cut it back inside in traffic, but he had a little seam out to the right, but he still picked up a few yards that time.
2nd and goal from the 9. 2:01 to go in this first half of play. Justin Rachel down at the bottom. Got Phillips in the slot. Nobody spread out wide to the right. Matt Edwards.
Coach is holding him right here. He's trying to run the timeout as well as get a score right here. Not give Neville any time.
Don't score too fast for sure. 1:42 now. They put Edwards in motion over to the right. Tate's going to run behind him, now cutting it back inside, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, the back was kind of behind him then. If he back could have got out in front, kind of led him around, but the quarterback was ahead of the running back. I guess it's kind of an option play.
So Aiden Tate.
No gain on the play.
No gain. 3rd and goal
from the
9.
Trying to get him to draw him off sides here, but it didn't go for it.
He's got a guy going good. Oh, he had Kelmarian Phillips across the middle and threw it behind him. Incomplete pass.
Stops the clock. 4th and
overshooting his target.
4th and goal from the
looks like they're going to go for the field goal.
So they'll bring in the field goal punting team, number 24, Jocko Lee, from the very right hash. So a little bit of a challenge there, especially when you're that close in. Those hash marks are further apart than the uprights are.
Right. In high school, unlike pros and college, with a little narrow.
55 seconds. There's the snap. There's the kick. For here it looks good, and from there it looks good. Give the Rebels 3, and that's a great way to answer and reward your defense. 21-10 is the score as we near the end of the first half. We'll be right back with more on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
We welcome you back to Neville High School in beautiful Garden District, Monroe, where the Rebels have just scored after a very nice drive on turnover on downs from their own 15. Got a field goal from the 9. Jocko's going to do a high pooch punt out of bounds.
Yeah.
And that's one way to guarantee you don't get a return.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to quite kick it quite that far out of bounds.
Short, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll capture that drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-play drive starting at their 15, chewing up 3:45. So the Rebels get 3 points on the board. And if your defense can get a stop here and not let them score on some big play, you'll go into the halftime feeling like, hey, we're playing with these guys.
Unfortunately, they're going to get the ball on 35-yard line, which shorter field, but only 50 seconds to go. So hopefully the defense can make a good stop like they did last series. Got another updated score. Here's West Monroe and Ash, 14-14 right before the half.
Go Ash. Panthers are up 13-0 over the Vidalia Vikings, according to the Sadler scrolling scoreboard on the screen. We're waiting for something for the ball to be placed by the referee. I don't think he likes the ball. Let's look at the ball, he says. Somebody give me a different ball.
A little flat.
Tom Brady out there somewhere? Sorry about that.
Yeah. Maybe they were playing with our football or something. They didn't like it.
1st and 10 from the 35. Rebels look like they're back in sort of a prevent cover.
Right, only a 3-man rush, and everybody else has got zone deep man underneath.
Don't let them get behind you.
That's it.
It's going to be a fake handoff looking down the right-hand side. Quarterback got time. It's going to be a wild throw out of bounds.
He was looking for the guy number 12 deep, but he was pretty well covered, so he just threw it and had another down to play with.
Love to see that halftime score. Of course, the Ash 5-0. I think West Monroe Rebels 3-2. West Monroe still such a powerful team. You can't discount them for
they've been playing out-of-state teams and 2 teams out of Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. 5 or 6 A teams. And same thing with Ruston. They've been playing the big 6A schools in Texas.
And Ruston's 5-0 playing those schools, so that's impressive. All right, looking over, you go the right-hand side, left-hand side to number 1, who's going to get out of bounds around the 40, maybe the 41.
Be 3rd down and about 4 or 5 to go.
It did stop the clock at 37 seconds.
Be nice if we could pick one off right here and run it back.
3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, they say.
They're giving this slot receiver a lot of room over here.
Way too much room. I don't even think now a defender comes over. That little linebacker's not going to cover him. Now they stop and look far side to the updated play, bring the running back over to the right-hand side of the quarterback, and he hands it off to the running back.
Oh, nice tackle.
Hello, LaMarcus Steers.
Number 7, and nice tackle in open.
Man, he just came through that line like obviously untouched. No gain, 4th and 5. And the timeout called, I believe, by Neville because they want to figure out what happened.
Yeah. And it would be nice if they don't make it. The Rebels will be in great field position if they decide to go for it here.
30 seconds to go here in the first half. And Neville leading, of course, 21-10. But the Rebels here in this second quarter have, shown up.
Well, I tell you what, I'm impressed because Neville's supposed to be ranked that high in the state, and the Rebels are hanging right with them.
We hope to get to talk to Coach Bryant Bell at the half. Anderson's down there with the telephone, and hopefully we'll get a chance to get an update from Coach Bell as they head to the locker room in the tunnel right in front of us. 4th and 5 is the call, is the play. Bunched in, one man off to the left. Will they give it to the quarterback? Are they trying to go to get us the jump?
I think they're going to try to get a first down here and then call a quick timeout.
They have one timeout left. Tioga up 14-7. Now they bring a man out. They're going to have a flag against, I believe there's going to be a flag against false start.
All right, that might change their plans now. They're going to punt it right now, I believe. Yep.
There you go. False start, -5 is the way I'll write it down.
Good job by the Rebels of staying on side and not jumping on the count.
So with 30 seconds to go, now Rebels are not putting anybody back to return the ball. Ty Sanders, normally the return man, is up at the 45.
Well, that way they won't take a chance on a fumble or anything like that, and just take it where it lands. Get out of the way there. There we go.
Friendly Rebel bounce at the 39.
Still give them decent field position with 20 seconds. How many timeouts has the Rebels got?
Rebels got all 3.
Okay. Well, it's got a possibility right here.
That's big right there. So Rebels will take over with 20 seconds to go at their own 39-yard line.
Nice job by the defense of stopping them right there.
That's 2 in a row if you think about it. They got the turnover on downs, and then you stop them on a 3 and out. You got to feel good about that Rebel defense.
For Neville's to be ranked so high, they're doing a heck of a job, and the Rebels are.
Justin Rachel lined up near side. He's off the screen so far. Izzy to the bottom. Matt Edwards in motion over the right-hand side. Now he sets. Tate keeps the ball, and he will be caught in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of 2.
I think they had that one sniffed out. That's the one that they had success in first half of kind of an overload to the right side.
Rebels do not call a timeout. I don't think they'll get a play off before the clock runs out. And they do not. Anderson's going to be looking for Coach Bell as the Rebels will come to the sidelines. And we're going to be keying in on him here as Rebels have got to feel really good about this defensive effort.
Rebel fans giving them a nice hand as they come off the field there.
Standing ovation by the Rebel fans, and we're going to go down. Coach Bell, we have been so impressed with this defensive presentation here tonight. You got a 4 and you stopped them, turnover on downs, and then a quick 3 and out. What do you say about this Rebel defense?
We're creating, and we're proud to call Northeast Louisiana home. Catherine and I raised our family here.
And I am not hearing you, Coach Bell.
It's an honor to support
for some reason. Coach Bell, do you hear me?
Tradition, value, and community.
All right. Well, I'm not getting Coach Bell on the sideline there, so we'll try that for the second half. Anderson, thank you for being there. We'll try to troubleshoot that. Super impressed though with this first half and the defense. They were going to have an extended halftime here as they are in some homecoming. They'll have their team out, their band out, doing a halftime presentation. Well, we're going to take a couple of minutes and let some of the sponsors let you know who they are. And while we refresh ourselves, get some statistics, and we'll bring that back to you in a minute. The halftime score, 21-10, but Rebel defense standing up big here in the second quarter. We'll be back with more right after this.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance, You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible. So if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Welcome back to Neville High School, the home of the Neville Tigers here in lovely Garden District section of Monroe. And Rebels have come out tonight playing the underdog, but showing themselves to be formidable in this contest. And I love what I've seen so far. I'm going to give you a couple of stats that Jordan Meisner is providing to us as I glance back at these stats for Neville. 13 first downs, 70 yards rushing, and 132 in the air. And that quarterback is 11 of 15, so very good performance by Robinson. One touchdown by the air. They do have 3 penalties for 15 yards, and they are 3 of 6 on third down conversions. 1 of 2 on fourth down conversions. Rebel did stop them there towards the end of the first half on a huge fourth down stop. For Pineville, 10 first downs on a total of 126 rushing yards and 42 receiving yards. Quarterback kind of in the game tonight, Aiden Tate playing quarterback by default as Carter Smith is out with that concussion and torn labrum in his non-throwing arm. So Tate, 3 of 9 passes. They do have the 1 interception there and the 1 fumble. So you take away those 2 turnovers, Coach, and it's kind of a different ball game here. Tate, 74 yards on the ground on 18 rushes. Hakeem Mix has 51 yards. Does have that 1 fumble. Aiden Tate again at the quarterback slot, 3 of 9 for 42 yards, and all 3 of those have gone to Kilmarian Phillips, number 6, often playing in that slot. Leading tacklers for tonight, Brennan Davis with 5, LaMarcus Thurs with 4, and Ty Sanders with 4 so far in this contest. When you look at Neville High School's rushing leaders, Lemons has 35 yards on 9 carries and 1 touchdown. Roberson has 25 yards on 5 carries and 1 touchdown, and the quarterback has the 111-yard scamper. Robinson's 11 of 15 in the passing category for 132 yards. So as I look at these 2 scores, it does not look to me like Ruston is outplaying Pineville other than the 2 big turnovers, 21-10. Another update we have for you, Ruston up 8-0 over Ouachita at the half, and Marksville up 13 over Gina with 8 in the second quarter. Thank you to Robert Anderson. He is our armchair commentator, Landon.
Yes,
I know
sir.
You're glad to have your dad getting his strength back.
Yes, sir, absolutely. He's been doing a lot better.
Well, thank you to Robert for bringing us those scores. A couple of other, we mentioned the 14-13 Tioga up at the half. Ash looks like they're tied. They will receive the second half kick. And trying to figure out a couple of other scores here for you that may be coming. Buckeye 13-0 at the end of the first quarter a while back. I haven't gotten anything new since that. Looks like Menard was trailing 13-0 in the first quarter. So looking for more updates there. But we're here up in Monroe where the Rebels have they've gone into the halftime to talk to their coach and make whatever adjustments need to be made. But super excited to see the way these young men have come out here. Landon, what are you seeing from your vantage point of running the camera?
Well, they've been making some good plays and
putting you on the spot, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I know you're enjoying it. It's a different thing to watch Aiden Tate at quarterback instead of Carter Smith.
Yeah.
But Aiden's played very, very well, running the option and then keeping the ball as well.
Yeah, he really has, yes.
Well, that's some of the stuff that's going on. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you a few more moments to thank our sponsors for what they do for us and bringing you these football games from all over the state. We'll be traveling the rest of the season with the Rebels, whether they're at home or on the road. So let's go back to thank a couple of those sponsors, and then we'll come back with some more information, scores, and perhaps a couple more stats. You're listening, I call it Rebel Radio, but it's Pineville Rebel Football, 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Welcome back to Monroe, Louisiana, where we have made the nice trek up the beautiful Highway 165. Coach, it's a lovely drive up 165 now compared to a few years ago, isn't it? Hold on. Got to turn you up.
Yeah. With the 4-lane, it makes it a nice drive. Of course, the log trucks have kind of put some ruts in it. And
you can feel them, Casey.
And that bus especially. But, yeah, it's a whole lot better than it used to be.
Well, you guys, what time did y'all leave headed up this way?
We left about 4:15 and made it right a little after 6, so it made good time. Didn't have any issues or anything.
I figured y'all was already gone. We left around 3:30, huh, Landon?
3:30.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
so I thought y'all were already gone when we left, but no wonder we well, that's not right because the buses were here when – oh, wait a minute. You're not with the football. You were taking the boosters?
Yeah, boosters.
Okay. That explains it.
Cheerleader, dance line, whatever. I don't know what it was. All girls, I know that.
Oh,
kind of different because I've usually been driving for the Ash football team, and you know, like I said, the girls smell and look a lot better than those football players.
No doubt about it.
But they just as wild and crazy sometimes.
Oh, that's funny. You said somebody lost their pom-pom out the window.
Yeah, we got right in Delic, and they were standing up, and the girl was saying, I'm hot, and she let the window down, and it went out the window. And I wasn't about to turn around and go get it.
No. They can order another one of those by the time you turn that big bus around.
Oh, no doubt.
Well, Coach, you have watched a lot of football through the years, and you know that the Rebels over the last few years have, had their fair share of difficult seasons. But tell me what you see this year about these Pineville Rebels.
Well, like I said earlier, I'm definitely impressed. I had seen them earlier against Buckeye in the Jamboree, and they've implemented this NASCAR offense, as you call it, and then it's really helped them, I think, speeding the game up, and kids are moving around and getting some open spaces and looking really good. And the biggest thing I'm impressed with is the defense. I mean, Neville is known to be a powerhouse. They got speed to burn and everything else, and ranked, I think, 10 or 11 in the state, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere like that.
Depending on the score, they're as high as 6, depending on who's doing the ranking.
Yeah. So, that's – in the first half, they Rebels hung right with them a couple of times. Play here or there, it could be a really, really tight game.
Well, there are 2 turnovers by the Rebels. We had a fumble and an interception, and you take away those 2 turnovers, it's a totally different ballgame.
Right, and the fumble was down here on about the 20-yard line,
right.
25-yard line, and that would have been another score, which would have made it really, really tight.
Well, that fumble was really at the end of about a 10-play drive that started at their own 24. And then the interception, of course, also, let's see, that was on the the third possession. So the Rebels came out, had a very nice drive when they defended the onside kick. They took over at the 50 and drove it down, scored after the targeting hit in the end zone, caused number 5 for the Neville Tigers to be ejected. Well, I thought that Justin Rachel had caught the ball, but apparently he did lose the ball. Nevertheless, the penalty gave the Rebels first and goal from around the 3-yard line, and then the Rebels punched it in for the score and got the PAT. We're up 7-0. Neville answered, starting their drive at their own 27-yard line, and after about 8 plays, punched it in on a 5-yard touchdown run. So they tied it up with 4:54 to go in the first quarter, 7-all. Rebels unable to do anything on the very next possession. It was a 3-and-out for the Rebels, and the Neville Tigers took advantage of that, taking over at their own 30-yard line. Had a 10-yard pass, and then a 40-yard touchdown pass, put the Neville Tigers up 7-0. Rebels came back out. The very first play was the INT, giving the Tigers the ball at the Pineville 22. They punched it in. So you take away that INT and score off of the points off the INT, and then you take away the fumble that the Rebels had. It's a different ballgame. I will say, though, the advantage for and Coach, one of the things I'd said earlier in the season is a key to the game. Sometimes the Rebels, and I've been calling them since 2016, sometimes it seems like a big play would almost demoralize them. And this year I have not seen that. They give up a big play. They don't give up. They don't quit. And so on that one, we had the nice 10-yard drive that started at the 24, fumbled the ball. Neville gets the ball at their 31. The Rebels defense comes out and forces a turnover on downs. So I love the resilience of the Rebels this year. They just really have become a new, much more mature team than we have seen before. And this Rebel senior leadership, these guys came in when Coach Bell was his freshman year as a high school coach. And they've really bonded. I can tell them when I interview them during the week, they have a chemistry between the seniors and the coach. Did you ever feel that way in the years you were coaching, that you could feel certain classes just had something special?
Oh yeah, and like you say, that they believe in the coach believes in them, and that no quit attitude. They're gonna fight to the end. You have a special group like that comes on every so often, and that trickles down. These seniors that have been with him, these juniors and sophomores that are coming up, and even the freshmen will learn from them and hopefully carry the tradition on. And that's the reason these schools that have been traditionally good over years, a lot of that is because of the, senior leadership and it coming down. And I've seen it go the other way too. Seniors just give up, put their head down and say, quit, that's it, we done. And no matter what you do as a coach, something bad happens, and if you don't have that senior leadership, like I say, the interception or the fumble, then they they don't go back and pick the guys back up and say, hey, look, that's all right. We're going to go back. We're going to get it back. We're going to score. And that's the difference in a winning team and one that's not that good.
It's really amazing how those little things like that have such a difference and impact, coming around saying, all right, guys, we got this. It's okay. We're not out. Those little things, as opposed to hanging your head and not talking to anybody, it's just absolutely wonderful. This senior class is going to be honored at the end of the year. The final game of the season will be senior night, playing against Ouachita. And I think I saw Ouachita score a while ago against Ruston. Ruston was only up like 8-0 against Ouachita at the half. So that's kind of scary. You think about this 2A, District 2A, or District 2, I should say, 5A. You've got Ruston, you've got Neville, you've got Ash, 3 undefeated teams in the top 10. And then West Monroe, nobody's slouch. And then Ouachita hanging with Ruston. This is the cream of the crop.
Oh, it's been that way as long as I can remember. And then, even when I was at Tioga, of course, we didn't play those teams, but you knew any time that you went north, the Ruston Bearcats and the West Monroes and all that, they were tough in this area. If you go down in the south, you had the Lafayettes and the St. Thomas Moors and those team, and then in New Orleans they had another group. So, and traditionally, Alexander was kind of caught in the middle, and no matter which way you went, you were going to run into some really, really tough teams. And fortunately, what I've seen out of the Rebels out here, if they continue to improve like they have, they're going to be a team to deal with.
And they're not super deep. You look out there and you see how many traveled versus how many Neville have here dressed out at home. There's a lot of sophomores and juniors contributing to this field, this team as well. So the senior leadership is in place. The junior and the freshman contribution is in place, and I just feel so good about the Rebels into the future.
Well, I think, and that's another thing, kids that are kind of indecisive about where to go, and with this open enrollment like it is, they can got a choice of Tioga, the Ash, Pineville, Peabody, or wherever, and kids gravitate to good programs, and then they see this going on in the Rebels, and instead of going to Ash or instead of going to Tioga, they come to Pineville. So, it's good future for the Rebels.
We have lost, over the years, quite a few quality players to good schools. Tioga being an easy school for some of these kids to go to, and Ash, of course. But I have a feeling that Pineville Junior High kids who are watching this development of the program in front of them, a few more will be willing to come, and that's the kind of program that it takes. Coach Bell, we moved our coaches show to Wednesday night. The coaches show is every Wednesday night at Quibido's at 5:30, and I know it's a little bit of an odd night, but it gives Coach Bell the opportunity to go to the junior high games on Thursday night, which he really, really likes to do. And but it also, since I'm a pastor, it gets me out of there. I can go in at 5:30, and we go to 6:15. I can get out and be in Bible study by 6:30. Come in, might have an open Bible study with a quote from Coach Bell. But come out and join us 5:30 at Quibido's Cajun Cafe on Highway 165 in Pineville. The Bryant Bell Show is taking place there. If you wear your Rebel gear, you get the special Rebel discount menu. So we hope that you'll come out with us Wednesday night to Quibido's for the Bryant Bell Show. Rebels will kick off. Jocko Lee with that 2-yard stance. He can boot it deep. I'm not sure what this is about, but here we go again. It's going to be an onside kick right into the hands of number 13, Vaughn Neville, who fell on the ball, did Zealand Young, and Tigers will take over at their own 49.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that, but giving them that good a field position.
Yeah, that's a different wrinkle than I've seen this year. So
I could see a sky kick, maybe
right.
Pop it up in the air around the 25 or 30-yard line. But anyway, I'm not coaching anymore. I'm just watching. I was a special teams guy.
All right, Rebels moving around 3 down linemen. Got looks like about 4 or 5 linebackers in there, and the safeties are back.
Yeah, they made a little adjustment. Looked like they're anticipating the pass, but here comes a run right off the bat. And nice stop there.
Host. Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me. I was just saying the linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage, so even though it's only 3-man front, it winds up being about a 6-man front when they head toward the line of scrimmage.
Marcus Thurs at the bottom of the pile comes up with the tackle. Second and 6. Lemons has most of the rushing yards for Neville. They're going to toss it to Lemons off the left-hand side. He tries to cut back inside. He does avoid a tackle, and he's going to be brought down on a solo tackle by number 29. And that's, I have to look over there, DeQuincy Cox. Is that 29 or 28?
29, I believe. DeQuincy Cox, that's what it says on it.
Yeah, well, he's listed as a wide receiver, and I thought that's kind of a light color there. I got to look again.
Yeah, that is 29. So maybe they moved him over to defense.
All right, so.
A nice play at any rate.
Yeah.
Oh, speed handoff. There we go. Rebels another nice tackle.
2-yard loss. LaMarcus Thurs comes up again from the bottom of the pile. It's going to be 4th and 8. And if you're the Rebel defense, boy, how about coming out of the half and doing the stop 3 and out? Gotta love it.
Must have made some nice adjustments in the halftime there, because they definitely put a stop to the Neville Tigers that time.
Quick score update. Trojans go up 21-14 over West Monroe in the third quarter. And a whistle.
Oh.
I heard false start, but I don't know. Yes, I heard the words.
Yeah. Somebody must have flinched. Yeah, I've watched the Trojans, since I've been driving for them quite a bit. The offense is quite good. Defense is a little suspect. They got a lot of young players playing on defense, so
Well, thanks for telling me, because we'll be playing you guys next week, and you'll be driving them to Pineville, that long road trip.
Yeah.
Ball is bounced on the ground. The punter picks it up and does get a nice kick. It's going to bounce out of bounds at the 26.
25, 26-yard line.
So Rebels.
That was a good stop right there, and then change of momentum and get a good drive going here. The Rebels be right back in the game.
Love that. 10:04 to go. Only 2 minutes or a minute and 56 seconds taken off the clock. Rebels will take over at their 25.
See what kind of adjustments the offense made. They're definitely giving those receivers lots of room, like quick slants. And
look, in the slot now, they got number 4, Landon Grimes. He is a speedster. They give him that much room, he's going to burn somebody. Matt Edwards goes in motion to the right-hand side, sets. Quarterback keeps it, does Aiden Tate, and he'll drive forward for a short gain. Just a short 1-yard gain for Tate. Probably just probing the line, seeing what might be there. Again, nobody is helping the coverage on this side of the field, and Landon Grimes, he got 2 touchdowns last week. He was only targeted 2 times, and both of them were for TDs. How about we do it one more time?
There you go.
Now Grimes goes into motion. Do they toss it to him? Nope. He's going to go past, and then quarterback's going to keep it. He gets hit in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down for a loss.
Yes. Oh, man, kind of got in the way there.
Yep.
Both teams have come out of the half, and defense has kind of stepped up and shut them down. Need a big play right here for the Rebels.
3rd and 11 after the 2-yard loss.
Like I say, they're giving number 4 the slant, looks like. Of course, they got 26 kind of dropped off in the flat there, but.
Now he goes in motion again, trying to see who's going to cover him. 5's got him on the right-hand side. Tate, I think we had motion, no call. He's looking downfield.
Uh-oh.
Oh, should be. No call. Justin Rachel kind of broke off his route, and then when he saw the ball was overthrown, ran into the receiver, but that was clearly uncatchable.
Yeah, I think it was a confusion on both parts. The quarterback thought he was going deep, and he broke the route off, and luckily it wasn't picked off.
Justin, a sure-handed receiver, took that huge hit in the first quarter in the end zone, was on the ground for a long time, but when he got up, he clearly walked off under his own power, as if to say, you're not going to keep a good man down. Punting situation coming up.
Got number 0
high
back deep.
Punt. High snap. And it's going to take a favorable Pineville roll. Stay with him. Nice Pineville roll down to the 33-yard line.
Good thing, too, because that 0 is quick as a hiccup. Wasn't able to return it, and good coverage by the Rebels.
8:34 to go in the third quarter. Both teams have had a 3 and out.
Got a flag drop, just dropped by the official right there.
and Rebels are clapping as if it's against Neville. So
might have had too many men on the field or something. He's counting.
They're marking it off from the 33. They're going to mark it against Neville. I didn't see the call. His back was to us, and then he was surrounded by Rebel players. So
well, he did to the head. I don't know what. I'm not familiar with that call.
I'm waiting for the PA announcer to let us know. They're going to mark it off from the 33, and the umpire says, give me some room. Oh, they're going to mark off 15 yards.
And undoubtedly must have been he pointed like a fist to the head, so I don't know if somebody targeted somebody in the head.
Nobody ejected, though. All right, 1st and 10 from the 18. Neville in the shadow of their own post. That's a 15. They said 10 yards when the PA said it. Handoff straight ahead. Kicking it left. Lemons is going to try to get outside, and he's going to be brought down on a great stop.
Didn't blow it dead. I thought his knee touched.
Right. And that was Jaron Pearson. I had to look him up. I'm not used to calling 41, but he got over there, and man, he put a big hit.
Like I say, I'm impressed with the Pineville defense. They were really getting after it right here.
So what could have been a much bigger gain, only 4 yards, 2nd and 6 coming up. 7:59 to go in the third quarter. This one feels like it's moving a little bit faster than first and second quarters did. We're at the halfway mark of the third quarter. Snap, handoff, Lemons. He's going to cut to the right. Now cutting back inside. Somebody got a jersey, but he still presses forward close to the first down.
From the referee on this side, I believe we're going to mark it and give him the first down.
So they'll give him 6 yards for the first down. They'll get him out to the 28, exactly where they needed to be.
Kind of using that offset H-back, I call him, tight end. He works like a pulling guard.
Lemons again gets past Ty Sanders and going to be brought down on the far side. One of the Rebels lifting his hand. I think that's Brady Baden. 5-yard run, though.
He didn't convince the official.
Lemons again.
And Rebels have got to make a quick substitution. Ooh, did get the player off. Looking to pass it. Oh, he was going for number 4 on the slant, Jamarian Roberson, but
I think he broke it. Yeah, he broke it off a little too early or something because he threw it way deeper and behind him.
So 3rd and 6 coming up.
And help the Rebels right there if we can get a stop on this one.
That'd be another nice one. Defensive adjustment being made. Now back to pass. Looking downfield. Got a little. Now he's going for the screen. He got past Thurs, and he's going to get the first down.
They had him in the backfield. He just made a quick move and was able to get past the tackler on that one.
Oh, my goodness. Lamarcus had him in the backfield and would have been a big loss and a big stop, but instead it ends up being a big 10-yard gain and a Tiger first down. They're going to hand off to Lemons again, who's going to bounce it outside. Lemons is going to turn the corner and get, some big yardage.
I can't get over, of course, they're good backs, but both these backs for Neville are very small backs.
They really are.
They couldn't be over 130 or 40 pounds, don't look like from here.
Small, about half the size of the quarterback.
Right.
And the quarterback hadn't run the ball. They're going to hand off. Oh, there's a new back in the ball. New back in. Number 29, I think that is.
Yeah, let's see.
They're going to give him about 5.
It's Trey Gaston, his sophomore.
And we have
somebody down 74, looks like, for the Bear.
Okay.
For the Tigers.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling that. I want to remind you to come out to the Coaches Show Wednesday night at Quibido's. I got to tell you, it's a fun time, and Coach Bryant Bell and I have a standing order of chicken cracklings because it just doesn't get much better than that.
I love them things. That'd be my downfall. I might have to come out there for the show.
I'm going to tell you, those chicken cracklings ain't you can slap somebody's mama. They're that good.
I could eat a whole pound of them.
Well, I'd drive all the way across town for them. I'm glad I don't have to drive very far. But Chef John Valenzuela, his family and team, did a great job of hosting the Rebels. every Wednesday night at 5:30. And you also wear your Rebel gear. You'll get the Rebel menu with it. You can get a $12 burger. You'll spend that much on a burger combo at fast food place.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, I did the other day, and I thought, golly, what happened to them $3 burgers they used to? Just got an updated score on the West Monroe and Ash game. It's 21-21 in the third quarter with 5:06 to go in the third.
Tioga up 17-13 in the third quarter, so a little update there for the Indians fans. But 21-all at West Monroe at Ash. Menard trailing 13-0 at the end of the third quarter in Oakdale as we continue to see the player attended to, and they're going to take their time doing that. Might be having him on his feet here shortly.
He's a big lineman, so undoubtedly he must have got caught up underneath, and twisted up a knee or something. Don't want to speculate here, but he looked like they're trying to tote him off there, so it's probably a knee or an ankle.
Ash just scored to go up 28-21, Coach.
I'm telling you, the offense is good, but the defense is a little suspect, and it may be a shootout who comes down with the ball the last. That's kind of what happened in Opelousas game last week. Whoever had the ball last was going to win the ball game.
That was a fast score. You wonder, as we come back to the action here, will that injury have any effect on the morale of the Tigers, who now have 2nd and 4. Started this drive back at their own 18-yard line after the penalty, knocked on 15 to the nice punt.
Well, they just took one big one out and just put another big one in.
They got a bunch of them. Quarterback claps his hands. Nobody jumped. They've snuffed 3 offsides in the first half, but none here so far in the second. Quarterback back to pass, looking downfield. Is going to be flushed out of the pocket and has a man over around the 33-yard line. Knocked out of bounds at the 30. It'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Parker's pass. Complete to Dumas.
So Dumas picks up the first down at the 31-yard line. 5:49 to go in the third quarter. Rebels defense on the field and trying to get a stop, as they did on the very first possession of this second half. Both teams came out 3 and out. Back to pass again, looking downfield. He's got a man. Almost broke up, but not quite there. And coming up with it was number 18.
That's Thomas Campbell, tight end, 6'2", 230.
He held on to it. That went right through a couple of Rebel defenders' hands.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lemons on the out left-hand side is going to be brought down, but horse collar probably, or maybe a face mask.
One or the other. I was just looking at some of these sizes, some of these linemen for Neville. It's 255, 265, 300. Pretty good sized lads there.
Personal foul face mask on the Rebels.
Number 57, he's the lightweight. He's only 220.
He's a lightweight at 220.
Let's see, 73. Yeah, he's 255. They got some big lads up there.
First and goal from the 5, straight ahead to Lemons, who's going to be stood up about 2 yards short. Lemons, who's been very effective on the outside, ran it straight up the middle that time.
Second and goal, Neville.
He's not a real big one, but he's quick as a hiccup. Here, once again,
Rebels had somebody slicing in from the outside and couldn't get to him in time. It's going to be a touchdown. All right, so at the trying to wait for the clock to come back up on that fancy scoreboard at the 4:55 mark of the third quarter. Neville goes up, increases their lead.
I believe we can cut that air conditioning off. I feel like a blizzard blowing up in here.
27-10, waiting for the PAT. We'll take a look at that during the timeout if we can get that. Yeah, I'm with you. Landon hadn't said anything, but
it's cold.
It's cold, isn't it?
Well,
it's blowing right on you.
I turned the vent up, so maybe it won't blow quite. Well, help a little bit till it falls down again.
Yeah, referee's waiting for some indication.
He's going over talking to the Neville coach about something.
All right, I'll bump that temperature up for you guys just a little bit. Penalty is going to be against Neville, dead ball after the play. I don't know if that's a celebration or what the deal was.
Touchdown is good.
But they'll be penalized on the kickoff. Swinging gate formation once again on the field.
Unsportsmanlike against
No, unsportsmanlike, okay.
Marked off on the kickoff.
Big number 0, there's 2 of them. That one is definitely 250 pounds. And it's good.
All right, 28-10. Neville goes up.
Rebels need to answer right here.
Got to answer. We'll be back with more on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Got some good music playing here in the stands. Got to be careful, though. We give you too much music, and we get penalized on the stream for unauthorized use of music. So I'll turn it back down. Kicking off from the 25.
If you go to Ruston, they play the music right up to the snap of the ball sometimes.
Wow.
Definitely want to kick it deep in. I don't think they want to give the Rebels the ball on the 40-yard line, but you never know.
They do.
Yeah. Better get on it.
Get on it. Pineville's got, and Neville says they got the ball.
Oh, that was a big mistake by the Rebels there. There was a you take it, I got it, you take it, and then nobody wound up getting the ball.
Okay, I have to comment, this is actually the second time that's happened this season, Coach.
Oh, my goodness.
The Rebels, that would be, if there's one Achilles heel, it's been that. This is the second time where a medium length ball landed and nobody had the urgency to cover it. And so Neville.
That could be attributed to inexperience right there. I mean, special teams, believe it or not, people don't work on it a lot as much as they should, I guess. But that definitely cost the Rebels right there.
Fake the toss to the man around the outside. Ooh. They're going to hand off straight ahead to Lemons.
Tell you what, that little Lemons kid, he doesn't even weigh probably $130, but he runs like he weighs 220.
He falls forward, it seems like, every time.
Can't be more than 5'5", I don't think.
They were bringing Jamaris and Roberson in motion, fake the toss to him.
Rebel defense definitely needs to stop here before the game gets out of hand. Tough turnover.
That was tough. Second and 7 coming up. They'll hand off again to Lemons, who bounces it outside. He's going to be pursued and going to be stopped for a small loss or no gain.
That was a good hog tie tackle right there. That looked like a rodeo tackle.
It did, didn't it? He came off that horse and grabbed him around, threw him down, and just all I needed was the little rope to tie his
legs up. Exactly what it looked like.
3rd and 7. That's a great defensive play, and man, I love what I'm seeing on the defense here tonight.
The defense got to pick the offense up right here and get a stop.
2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top, tight ends on the right-hand side. Quarterback has Lemons in the backfield with him.
Look back out this side, I think, in a flare.
Looking downfield, got a man
wide
into
open.
the end zone. It's going to be a 32-yard touchdown.
Might have been a busted coverage that time by the Rebels because he was wide open.
He was. Absolutely nobody there. No safety back in coverage, and Roberson gets the 32-yard touchdown reception with 3:20 to go, and that How big is that busted kick return where we turned the ball over?
Gave it to him on what about the?
Gave it to him on the 35-yard line.
35-yard line, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, they're doing the direct
swinging
snap.
Gate and a score for 2. I guess they had to do it one time just to practice it.
It worked for them.
Runs it in for the
36-10. There's an unhappy score. We'll be back with more Rebel football right after this.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Welcome back to Neville, where the score has flipped a bit at the half, 21-10, and now it's 36-10. 16 points scored, or 15 points, excuse me, because of a 2-point play there at the end of the last touchdown. Neville taking advantage of the swinging gate formation, and now kicking off from the 40-yard line.
Might see another pooch kick again, a pop-up kick like with the last one. Of course, it was from the other end of the field, too. Well, kicked it deep this time.
Deeper kick goes back to Ty Sanders. Ty, a very good returner, catches some air and gets the ball out to around the 26-yard line. So 3:13 to go in the third quarter. We've had 2 scores in the third quarter, but both of them have been by Neville. Rebels will take over at the 32. Flag on the play. Gotta find the white hat. He looks away from us. We're on the 4, and he's going over to talk to Neville head coach, so you know it's going to be against the Rebels. So we'll not start at the 32. Oh, no, it is against Neville. How on earth does he go consult with the Neville coach?
I can't figure that one unless they had too many men on the field, or what the deal was. It? I think he gave unsportsmanlike, didn't he?
The way his hands went out, dead ball. Well, I'd have to see a replays.
See what the announcer says.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. The old officiating days coming back there for a second. I don't know what happened. Undoubtedly, somebody must have said something because I didn't see anything, either way, like slamming somebody down or anything like that.
Rebels take over at the 42-yard line. I like that.
Need to get a score right here to get them back in the game.
Did they give them an extra 5 yards? Straight ahead, handoff.
There you go.
And look, we have a new quarterback in. And there's some action after. I don't see a flag.
Yeah, big number 77 did a body slam down there on the other end. It was a slobber knocker licked by him.
So Aiden Tate now is lined up in the backfield, and the new quarterback in for the Rebels, is that Justin Rachel? The coach told me we might see Justin Rachel at quarterback. Justin, handoff to Tate, hitting the backfield, and he still presses forward, gets back to the line of scrimmage +1.
Yeah, it's number 15. That's it, too. It's listed as.
Well, coach told me we might see Justin Rachel at quarterback. I actually forgot about him after he had that big hit. He's a sure-handed receiver, but he can sling it as well. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, still giving the receivers a lot of room, especially the slot man.
Slot, yeah. And we have a flag. Too much time, I'm afraid. So delay.
Procedure call against Pineville.
Procedure call.
Somebody moved, I guess. Usually when the back judge makes that call, that's what it is. The lineman must have picked his hand up or something.
Well, I looked at the play clock, and it was at 40 seconds, so I assumed it had expired, and they reset it to 40. That's why I said delay. All right, Justin looking to pass. He's got a man downfield, and it's going to be unable to get the ball to Matt Edwards, who is the intended receiver.
Looks like there was a little confusion there. They both kind of bumped into each other. I don't know if it's supposed to have been a crossing route or what, but wasn't nowhere close to that one.
So Pineville had a 3-and-out on their first possession, a turnover on the kick return, and then their second possession is another 3-and-out. So
good at time to kick it out of bounds here. Up, short. Hope he gets a roll. There we go. He gets a nice roll out of it. Going to be down on about the 20 yard, exactly on the 20.
Very nice outcome on that particular punt. So Neville, with a minute 50 to go in the third quarter, will take over at their own 20-yard line, and
40-yard punt with the roll.
We'll take it.
It don't matter how it got there, huh?
That's exactly right. Need every little help we can get.
Got a minute 50 left in the third quarter. Need a stop right here. Be nice to get a fumble or something in this end of the field.
I saw Ty Sanders looking like he was going to bring a blitz from the left-hand side. Now he backs out of it. Just a whole lot of bodies, and a couple of Rebels slow to get up, but they do get up. Nope, another Rebel is slow to get up. So a little 3-yard run, and the end of the result of the play is a Rebel on the ground with a cramp. You can see by the way they're stretching out the leg.
Yeah, it's one of the big ones on the down lineman there. I can't see his number.
Well, and another one limping coming off. Looks like Gerald Roy, 89, who normally plays on the defense, but he may be. Well, I mean, obviously, we're on defense. What am I saying? But Gerald Roy comes off limping a little bit.
When you choose St. Francis,
another lineman on the ground.
Easy online scheduling.
Tell you what, let's take a real quick timeout. Let the sponsor tell you what they have to offer. We'll be right back with more Rebel Football, 446 Sports.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Rebel defense back out there after Dylan Tatum comes to the sideline to be looked at for a cramp. Trailing 36-10. Guess I need to update some friends with that.
Quarterback kept it that time. Looked like the running back was a little surprised. He thought he was getting it. But he picked up, about 8 yards, 7, 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Quarterback Brock Jordan.
Need to stop right here, Rebels.
Keeper. Picks up about 5.
All right, Rebel defense here at 3rd and 3. We've asked a lot of you tonight. You delivered. Stanahan going to hand it off to Lemons, and Lemons is going to get into the backfield. He'll be brought down, but only after a first down gain. Brought down by Jaron Pearson, who's gotten a couple of big plays here.
And they started running the clock, even though the official said stop it for the movement of the chains. But
Neville 36.
I guess we in Monroe.
21 seconds and counting in the third quarter. they could just run the clock off because they haven't even started the play clock. How you like that?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We in Monroe.
They do call the play. Straight ahead, Lemons. No, quarterback keeper on the right-hand side. Dangerous. He's going to be brought down 1 yard short of the first down.
It looked like they're going to give it to him.
Parker Rachel there on the stop. Did they give it? That was that spot was generous.
Fortuitous spot. Whatever that big word is.
Fortuitous.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's that college education for you.
There's the end.
No, I'm married to an English teacher, so I got to throw one of them big words out there.
All right, after 3, Rebels trail 36-10. Neville has the ball. We'll be back with more after this.
Senior Dawson Bennett, Melville High School, class of 1993. I'm a proud Nissan Murano owner from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Our team knows who.
31-28 Ash with 10:06 to go.
New running back in the game for Neville there. Looked like number 28 or 29. They catch his number.
He picked up 3.
Caston to the
Trey Caston.
2nd and 7 coming up for Neville. Just at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Probably looking for the Neville to run the ball quite a bit, try to burn up some clock, I would think.
Hand off again. You know, that quarterback steps up. He's going to get caught for a short gain flag up in the air. That comes from a holding position a lot of times. But I've noticed that quarterback steps when the ball is snapped, and if he's not careful, he's going to get called for a false start, stepping a little early.
Yeah.
It's going to be against Neville, I'm pretty sure.
That might be what the call was, actually.
Well, they didn't stop it, so it wasn't a
false start.
False start, but they're going to mark off 10, I believe, for a hold. So we'll bring them back to 2nd and a long ways. Instead of 2nd and 7, it'll be 2nd and 17. I like that. I like our odds against that.
It'd be nice to get a quarterback sack right here if he's going to throw it, but probably run a screen or a draw here.
Now that's a new quarterback, right?
I believe you're right.
It's a skinnier fella. 29, a new running back. New quarterback in.
Yes.
Bronx Jordan.
Straight up the middle.
Brock Jordan is the quarterback. Run picks up 3.
And same Trey Caston again is 10th grader, sophomore, running back. Giving the starters a little blow here.
Don't blame them. Bring in some fresh legs and get some experience. When you're up 36-10, you can do that.
Yeah, he's got new receivers in the game. Number 4 and number 19, I think it is.
Hand off.
Oh, fitting to go to big bomb. Oh, he chunked it out there too.
Woo! Well, number 4, he stepped back from the line, waved his hands like, look at me, and Jamarian Roberson.
He put it on the money. He just didn't catch it.
Absolutely.
Watch this. It's right through his hands.
Yeah.
They cut it off right quick on the jumbotron.
He slung it. Man, he slung it.
Oh, yeah, that was a good 60 yards in the air. At least it would Rebels got to stop here.
4th and 14. They're going to force the punt.
Be nice to get a little run back here. Whoa, almost a block.
Going to be bouncing Neville's favor. and then stop around the 22-yard line. So Pineville takes over with 10:09 to go. And you're not out of hope, but you're at the point of now saying we need to execute. And, I mean, you're trailing by 26 points with 10 minutes to go. So,
well, if nothing else, just to
keep improving.
Right. And like we talked about earlier, you know, don't give up. It don't matter. Just keep fighting, and that's where your senior leadership's going to come in and say, hey, we got to keep getting better here.
I see some really clean pants out there on the defense, so maybe there's some younger guys out there. Straight ahead handoff. Quarterback Justin Rachel hands it off for the straight ahead run, picks up a short gain of 1, and that was to Hakeem Mix. Again, our starting quarterback out for this week.
Second 9.
Carter Smith, with that big hit in the end zone last week, he actually spent a night in the hospital. That's how big that hit was. Justin Rachel back, looking for somebody to pass it to. Tries to avoid the sack. Instead, he'll be brought down at around the 14-yard line.
Big number 0. Senior defensive end. He's listed defensive end is 250.
That's a 10-yard sack there. So Justin just unable to avoid it. He tried to duck underneath the outstretched arm, and it was a strong enough arm. It threw him to the ground.
14-yard line.
West Monroe's up 35-31. Back and forth. Rachel back to pass, looking downfield, got a man, intercepted. And returned inside the 11-yard line.
That's tough.
Well, Neville, the beneficiary of a couple of big plays in the second half, including an unintentional onside kick. How would you score that? I mean, it's not a fumble. It's not a – it's just a turnover.
Yeah,
I mean,
just turnover. That's all I know. The ball was just laying there, and then they went and got it. Onside kick, but it wasn't an onside kick.
Unintentional onside kick, and then the interception there gives Neville the ball at the 11-yard line, and the young Neville second stringers will have a chance to try to get into the end zone.
You like to see a little class out of the coach here. You know, and obviously the game's not in doubt anymore, and he's getting the JVers in there and getting a little playing time.
Straight ahead dive close to the first down.
And you got to give it to the Rebels. I mean, they played well the first half, considering they shorthanded. They're starting quarterbacks out and a couple of other people. And
that's right. Michael Roberts out, the starting linebacker.
I've definitely seen some improvement from the years past here with this bunch of Rebels, and I think on down the line they're going to surprise some folks.
Well, what's going to be interesting, there's offsides against Pineville there, and that's going to take them down to 2nd and 1. But what's going to be interesting is that if the final score is like this, people are going to look and they go, oh, yeah, well, you know, Neville just washed the floor with them. Not in the first 3 quarters they didn't.
No.
Caught in the backfield for a little bit of a loss, but instead he bounces off into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, he kept spinning. I thought he had him in the backfield, and he just spun out and was able to get across the goal line.
With 7:55 to go, Neville adds 6 more.
Well, and the Rebels probably, like I say, they're a little short-handed. Some of them are probably getting a little tired here because their defense has been on the field quite a bit here in the 3rd and 4th quarter. So
had the wrong score on the scoreboard. Sorry about that. Got it updated now. 42-10, and the PAT, as the swinging gate comes back into standard situation formation.
Caleb Vaughn, number 1, is the kicker. And once again, it's good.
43-10.
One after try is good.
7:55 to go.
43, Pineville.
Your Rebels are trailing. We'll receive when we come back on 446 Sports. Rebels back to receive after the turnover resulted in 7 points for Neville. 43-10 the score.
I'd like to see a run back here would be nice and pick up the spirits of the Rebels.
It surely would.
Been some strange kickoffs tonight, I tell you.
Sure have been. That one's going to be deep. Might go into the. Did not. It's going to be fielded at the 3 by Ty Sanders, who gets out to the 15 and was angling across trying to get into some open field territory. Pineville will take over at their 15-yard line with 7:49 to go in the fourth quarter. And Justin Rachel back into quarterback again.
Out to the Rebel 15-yard line.
No, I'm sorry. Aiden Tate comes back into QB. So Aiden Tate comes back in with Hakeem Mix in the backfield with him. Justin Rachel goes back out to the wide receiver slot on the left-hand side. Throw it to him. Give him a big touchdown. In motion, Matt Edwards comes to the right side and sets. Tate's going to keep it. He's going to try to bounce it to the outside, and he gets around the corner to the 25, to the 30. He's out across the 40, out of bounds. But a big run for Aiden Tate out to around the 43-yard line.
Nice blocking by the Rebel line, and back on the corner, got him around the corner there. Official said run the clock.
Yeah, there you go.
Though he went out of bounds.
We don't mind. So at the 43-yard line, nice run by Aiden Tate, who once he got the corner, just kept on trucking.
However, the guy's not right now, he is.
Tate's going to keep it again to the right-hand side. He gets breaks an arm tackle, and he's going to pick up about 7.
Looked like it might have been a little face mask there. He hit him across the face, but apparently they didn't see it.
Well, that arm was spread out there, and fortunately he was able to run through that. 2nd and 2 coming up. Clock still running at 7:16. Tate looking near side for the call. Got Hakeem Mix in the backfield with him. Nobody on this side of the field. They bring Edwards in motion near side. He sets. Tate just runs straight ahead. He's going to get the first down. Got to give it to him, y'all. Got to give it to him. They gave him to him the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Rebels into Tiger territory at the 46-yard line. Clock continues to roll at 6:40. Edwards in motion, comes set near side. Aiden's going to run around the right-hand side again. He's going to try to cut inside Edwards. He'll pick up about 3.
There was a wad on the tackle that time.
Yeah, if you're scoring that one, you just tackle.
Several.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 coming up.
Tell you what, number 0 for them is a good-looking hand. He's a big old dude.
He's a big fella. They got 2 number 0s, but you can tell them apart, can't you?
Yeah, no doubt.
Not similarly sized at all. You know you got a lot of players when you got double number, 2 different players with the same number. Edwards goes out on the left-hand side. Now Tate's going to run it around his side, and he will get across to the 40-yard line. Pick up another 2, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
I think this is definitely 4-down territory.
No doubt about it. Wait, we have a turnover. 70 says, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I didn't see it.
He must have ripped the ball out. as he's going down, because I sure didn't see the ball come out.
Trying to see if they have a replay on the big screen, and I'm not seeing one being put up there. So their camera operator didn't see it. Our number 70 came up with his hands up like, what?
It looked like we short one, two, three.
We only got 2 down
6,
linemen.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah,
Straight
we were
ahead
short
run.
one.
Oh, ball's on the ground. Picks it back up, does 32.
Rebels was short one man there. They were short of down linemen that time. They only had 2 down linemen.
I didn't know if that was planned or what, but you're right. There were only 2.
I counted. I didn't count but 10. Now we got another Rebel hobbling over there.
Right. There's only 10 men on the field. You're right.
Still ain't got but 10.
Well, we
if
just
this
brought
guy
number
comes
9.
up.
Yeah, brought number 9 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When number 9 came in just now, he was the 11th player.
Okay, and if they bring this guy off, let's see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. They still don't have a 10. If the guy laying down.
Right.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10 players.
You're exactly right.
That kind of tough to stop them with 10, and they got 11.
Right. Dearborn is the player who's down on the far side.
Now they realize they're showing short. Now 49 checks in.
So a couple of adjustments will be made, I'm sure. This coaching crew has just totally elevated the game for Pineville, and when you have a mental lapse here and there, these are kinds of things that you learn from. I know Coach Bell will definitely be learning from this as Bryant Dearborn is on his feet and makes his way near side, receiving a nice hand from the Rebel faithful who are here.
And I see Coach Hall out there. Coach Hall and I coached together many moons ago, and he's a good man, and he'll keep these guys going as well as the head coach and all the coaching staff. As long as they can keep their heads up, the Rebels will be all right as the season progresses. And I hope, Nathan, I enjoyed sitting in with you tonight. I hope it didn't mess you up too bad.
Not at all. You were a tremendous asset, and I appreciate so much you being here tonight, bringing your wisdom and your insights. You saw those adjustments that were being made. I appreciate that so very much. 5:27, clock is rolling. Referees are ready to go home.
Yeah.
You ever do that when you were officiating?
We kind of forget to blow the whistle sometime. Wind the clock a little early.
Back to pass. And
hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands.
They did stop the clock at 5:12. It was an incomplete pass. You're right, definitely straight into the hands of the intended receiver. Would have been enough for the first down.
Yeah, number 80, I guess he hadn't seen it too often, but that was definitely a good pass. He's a sophomore out there for Neville. Got a lot of sophomores on the field right now.
I'm surprised they didn't let the clock keep rolling. 3rd and 7 coming up. Still back to pass, looking downfield.
Going for the big one. Oh, everybody fell down.
Incidental conduct.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's a flag.
Ah, come on now.
Their legs got tied up.
They both tripped over each other. There wasn't no intention there. That was a home cooking call there, I have to say. That was a good no call right there. Neither one of them.
Well, the defensive player went to the ground first, and then the offensive receiver
fell over the top of him.
Yeah, so unintentional. Give them 15 yards and a first down.
Well, and it was on their sideline too, so. I've been on that sideline before where the coaches are in your ear.
Did you say you played on this field as a student? I mean, obviously not this turf field, but in this studio.
It was about 1967, I think it was. That's just a couple of years ago, I think. And I know,
hey!
Oh, look at here!
What?
It gave him kind of offensive pass interference.
I am not believing this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I mentioned the defensive player went down first,
right?
So I guess they're going to say that the contact was initiated by the receiver.
Caused our guy not to be able to catch it, so that's good.
Ruston 22, Ouachita 15. Oh my! 7:35 to go in the fourth. It was 8-0 Ruston at the half. They're going to do a pass to a screen, and the ball is on the ground. No, what? I don't know what happened. There's a helmet on the ground.
He dropped it, and the big lineman picked it up. Number 68 or 9 there.
When that helmet
comes, look at him. He's running around. I'm pretty sure that, I'd like to see the replay myself, but I'm pretty sure ball hit the ground, and he 68 picked it up.
Well, it was a reception and then a fumble. But, you know, if a helmet comes off, aren't you supposed to stop being engaged in the play? I thought there could be an illegal participation. Let's get you a better view.
And
Sorry
the coaches just got a warning over here on the sideline to back up, so they're just trying to get the game over with, I think.
4:23 and counting.
3rd and 22 for Neville.
There's the punt. Almost got it.
And they're going to get a roughing.
Flag. Yep, roughing the kicker, and that's
15.
Is that an automatic?
I think so.
If it's not, it would be 4th and 3.
Benson's punt.
Yep. First down.
Ash is back up on West Monroe, 38-35 with 4 minutes to go.
What a game.
I told you that.
You were right.
The offense can go. It's just the defense is a little suspect. Let's see, roughing the kicker and an automatic first down. Yep. Yes, sir.
So Neville will retain.
With 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go.
First down and 10.
Well, they did stop the clock for the penalty, so 1st and 10 for Neville. Rebels, don't hang your head down. You played 3 heck of quarters and
just keep improving. From
right.
what I've seen since the first of the year, they've definitely gotten a whole lot better. And to get some of these injured players back, they're going to be a team to deal with.
Yeah. You held Neville to 21 first quarter points, and one of those was on a turnover.
On their home turf.
That's it. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Handoff straight ahead. Now they're just going to run some clock, I do believe. And just don't get any crazy penalties for anything unnecessary. Be 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, don't want to get anybody injured. I can't tell if this is starting defense or if there's some substitutes for the
You know, I see several of the stars. Miranda's out there still. Thurs is out there. As I look, Brennan Davis is still out there. So in the backfield, at least, your starters, Ty Sanders is still there in the backfield. The line looks like it's the same line as well. So they're going to get some energy. Brady Baden flushed him out of the pocket. And look at that defensive play to break up a pass.
Oh, I thought he had it intercepted there for a second. That was a nice
line.
play.
Looks like it's the same line. I have it on an instant replay. They're going to get some Brady Baden flushes him out of the pocket. Brady Baden tried to the right. Brady Baden flushed him out of the pocket. And look at that defensive play. The line. A nice job there of breaking up that play. 3rd and 8 coming up.
3:26. They stopped the clock on that one. Getting a little cooler out there, I believe. I feel a little.
I didn't bring a jacket either.
I started to wear shorts. I'm glad I didn't.
Quarterback's looking downfield, steps up into the pocket, trying to redirect. He does find a man
what
who's
a
going
slobber knocking lick right there. I like that.
Stopped short of the first down by the headhunter, Ty Sanders.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what the old school. Light them up. I was a defensive coach, can you tell?
Quarterback's looking downfield, steps up into the pocket, trying to redirect. He does find a man.
What a slobber knocking lick right there. 4th down and going for it. Just don't jump.
4th and 2 coming up.
Good discipline by the Rebels that time.
Clock rolling at 2:59. Handoff straight ahead. He'll keep it, and he's going to get across to the first down.
Yeah, he had him in the backfield, but he was able to drag him forward for a couple of yards.
Like the quarterback stayed with him.
I hope they're not in a hurry to get out of here because the traffic jam is going to be tremendous.
Especially on a homecoming night like tonight.
And there's only one road leading in and one road leading out, the best I can tell.
Yeah, that's what I saw on the map. There were alternate routes. They all ended up on the same road, on Riverside Road.
Exactly.
So, and then turn on Forsyth. That's it. All right, 1st and 10. Neville hands off straight ahead. Caught in the backfield. Brady Baden there. And he was our offensive player of the game. Our lineman of the game last week. And you see why right there as he got into the backfield and brought him down for no gain.
He's not a really big guy, but he's very quick.
He just doesn't let go. I've really been impressed with his play this year and enjoyed visiting with him Wednesday night at the coaches show. Don't forget, you can come out Wednesday night, 5:30. Join us at Quibido's.
Big number 55 said Wait a minute here. Coach said, get your back in there. Trying to get him some PT time, and he said, yeah, let's see. Here we go.
All right, 2nd and 10. Handoff, a little confusion. Going to be stuffed in the backfield, but no, he gets around a couple. Oh, no, he's in dangerous territory. Oh, goodness gracious. We thought we had him for a loss, and instead it's going to be a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, he turned nothing into something there. That was number 20 for them. Kenzarian McNeil looks like a sophomore.
Right. In it and 15. Hey, Coach, why don't you just kneel the ball? Kneel it down. We won't call a timeout, I promise. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Took it all the way down.
Coming up on 60 seconds.
He's trying to get these youngsters to score, looks like.
20 is the same one with the ball. He's juking and jiving.
Yeah.
So 2 21-yard plays back-to-back for Neville. Rebel player on the field, on the ground, slow to get up. And coaches are going to walk out, help Brady Baden, who's favoring that left leg. 21-yard touchdown run by number 20 for Neville, who had 2 big runs back-to-back. It's 49-10 so far with us. We'll see if they do the swinging gate. They did hike it earlier and went in for 2. Now they go back to the traditional setup for the kick.
Just let me say that the score is not an indication of the way the Rebels played, especially in the first half. Of course, it kind of got out of hand in the second half. But overall, I think they have shown some great improvement from what I saw in the last couple of years.
Well, Coach, appreciate that. I know Coach Bryant Bell, who actually watches our replay on Saturday mornings so that he can kind of get a feel for the pace of the game as opposed to just watching the huddle clips, and I'm sure he'll appreciate hearing you say that. We'll take a timeout, be back with more Rebel football set to receive right after this.
Be nice to get a little run back just to tighten the score up.
50-10 the score, as Coach Lott says. Love to have a run back right here. Left-footed kicker kicks it to Ty Sanders at the 16. He's going to come around the right-hand side. Loses the ball out of bounds. What a hit.
That's a slobber-knocking lick there.
He put one on somebody a while ago, and then he received one right there.
Yeah, number 27 looked like it hit him right on the ball, and it popped out. But fortunately, it went out of bounds.
Gutierrez with the kickoff.
Yeah, that was really more of a hit on the ball itself.
Yeah.
So Pineville, with 46 seconds to go, will start at their 25.
Got some youngsters out there for the Rebels as well.
5-yard line.
Wide receiver.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Number 17, I think it was. Brennan Boyles.
Straight ahead for the Rebels.
Chopped him in his knees. Fortunately,
Akeem Mix picks up 5. Yeah, he's quick. 36 seconds to go and counting. Nice 6-yard gain.
Picked up 5, maybe 6.
Same thing. Justin Rachel hands it off, and he just the Neville Tigers had plugged the hole.
They looked like they sent everybody linebackers and all that time. 13 seconds and counting. This looked like be the last play right here.
If they run it and they decide not to. So there's your unhappy final for the Rebels, 50-10. But as Coach Lott said, that is not indicative of the game that we saw here tonight. Rebels will take this loss and learn from it. I can guarantee it.
Well, I certainly hope that, the program continues to grow. You always want, no matter who you are and where you're from, you want to see the area schools do well. And, Ash is doing well, and Pineville's improving, and Peabody's doing well, and Tioga's starting to come around. So, and hopefully Menard will pick it up again. So, everybody in the area, I'd like to see them do well for the rest of this year.
Tioga trailing 38-17 with 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Ooh. Ash leading 38-35 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So a couple of other 446 updates for us. Menard lost to Oakdale 13-0. And I'm looking down on the field as Anderson was trying to get to the coach. I told him to be on the north end of the end zone because I thought that's the direction the coach, the Rebels would go, and instead the Rebels are going to the left end of the end zone. So I don't know that we're going to have the opportunity to talk to Coach Bell. And I don't think I want to subject him to it right now. He needs to go over there and talk to his players. So if I can get Anderson's attention, we're going to try to not have that interview. He needs to put he's
following him right now.
Yeah, he's following him, but we'll just not do it. Yeah, thank you, Anderson. Thanks for understanding. Coach Bell is going to talk to his players and help them regroup and talk about things that could have, would have, should have been, and I'll bring you a couple more stats. It's an unhappy final, but there's still something to learn from it. We'll be right back with to wrap up the broadcast. You're listening to Rebel Football on 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Welcome back to Neville High School, the home of the Tigers, who have defeated our Rebels 50-10 here in this contest. A couple of stats provided to us by Jordan Meisner, who is really doing a great job of helping us out here on this broadcast by providing these stats. One of the big numbers that stands out to you is total first downs. Neville had 27, Pineville had 13. So definitely a good offensive production for the Tigers. And a very even game for Neville, 223 rushing yards, 204 passing yards or receiving yards. And so, 427 total yards. Pineville, on the other hand, 172 rushing yards, but only 42 receiving yards. So unable to get the ball down the field in the air with Carter Smith being out, our starting quarterback. Carter trying to do the great job Aiden Tate did as best as he could in that position, but he was the leading rusher, 123 rushing yards on 27 rushes, but 3 of 10 in the attempts at 42 yards. Justin Rachel came in and tried it twice, but unsuccessful either time. Both quarterbacks had 1 interception. For the defense, had several players picking up some big numbers. LaMarcus Thurs, one of the bigger contributors with 8 tackles. Brennan Davis with 7. Ty Sanders with 6. Jarian Pearson and Jacob Miranda had, looks like about 6 apiece or 5 apiece. And so we appreciate their contributions. We'll be looking for a player of the game. We'll be looking for a play of the game. And we'll be looking for a lineman of the game. We'll announce all those this week after we consult with Coach Bell. By the way, Ash is up 45-35 with 13 seconds to go. Another game on our sister broadcast at 446 Sports. Wassman is up 38-17 over Tioga. We mentioned that one to you. St. Mary trailing 40-6 to Logansport. Menard loses 13-0 to Oakdale. So some other scores from around the 446 family. And the final in Ash, 45-35. That is your happy final for the Trojans. So as we look at the 5A standings for District 2 5A, Alexandria, Neville, and it looks like Ruston's still waiting for that final score, but Alexandria and Neville will cruise on to remain undefeated. Pineville and West Monroe both fall. We'll find out about that Ruston-Ouachita score. Next week, Pineville will host Ash as the Trojans will travel across the river for what we often call the Red River Rivalry. And we look forward to bringing you that game right here on 446 Sports. Don't forget the Coaches Show Wednesday night. We want to invite you to come out to Quibido's Cajun Cafe. Wear your Rebel gear, get the Rebel discount, and enjoy some great fun with fellow Rebels fans at Quibido's. So folks, for Coach Ernie Lott, who sat in with me tonight, Landon Anderson here on the camera, Robert Anderson at home providing some stats, and Anderson Martin on the field. This is Nathan Martin saying, everybody, thank you so much for being a part of our broadcast, and we'll see you back here Wednesday night for the Coach Brian Bell Show at Quibido's.